Welcome back to Info Noodles, where we're going to be talking about this flaming hot movie that just came out on Disney Plus, June 9th. So I'm going to let you guys know what's wrong with this movie. The stuff that bugs me, and this was created by Eva Longoria. It is, she is one of the few Latin faces on Disney Plus, right? Or any platform as that. She's been around, she's been consistent. I'm proud of her accomplishments and what she's done. All right, so let's talk about her last show, right? Devious Mates. Devious Mates was created in 2013, which she was a part of, right? She was a director, part of a producer. And once again, it's leaning into Latin women as mates. Not only mates, thirsty mates, right? Hot women that are your servants. Okay. I was a fan of the show. I can't lie on it. My wife loved it. I loved it. Anything with Giselle Rodriguez, how can you hate it? Let's move forward. Once that lasted about 4 seasons. So 3 years later, she becomes a producer on Jane the Virgin. Once again, it's that double-edged sword, right? I see the point of bringing brown faces to the screen. Great job. But once again, Jane is a single, struggling, brown face that ends up pregnant that nobody believes she didn't have sex, right? That one lasts another 4 seasons, right? And so that's around 2016. So since 2016 to now, we haven't really heard anything of Eva Longoria as far as I know. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, right? So, I love that she's always like, we got to give women more opportunities. We got to bring more brown faces to the screen. That's great. But when you do that, feeding into the prejudices there are in Hollywood, right? The stereotypes. You fortify the stereotypes when you play them on the screen, right? So now let's look at this flaming hot lie that she put together. Once again, brown skin on the screen, great job. A lot of brown faces, right? The problem I have with her is at what cost? So she peddles what I call Hollywood stereotype porn, right? So in this movie, which I was proud to say that she put a lot of brown faces in, you know what I mean? I'm glad that she gave an opportunity to some of the artists that are there, some of the people that won't come out in other movies, right? But at the same time, she feeds into the stereotype, right? She feeds into the stereotype. Look, this is a great guy. You know what I mean? He's an actor. He's getting paid. I'm proud of this guy as they come out in this movie. But at the same time, this is all we are. I didn't see anybody literate on this movie. We all talk like, oh yeah, what's up, Holmes, right? Nobody could speak correctly. That's all we are. None of us had a regular car, huh? All our cars have hydraulics? That's weird. It feeds into the stereotype, right? We're coming to get you, stereotype. We live in the hood. We don't let you walk by. We control the hood. All we know how to do is, wear wife beaters and get drunk and hit her kids. That's the problem that I have with Eva. Stereotypes, right? Out of all the stories that she could have told, she picked the one where the guy couldn't fill out a job application. If this is a factual story, and that's how the guy came up, and that's what his block looked like, hey, more power to you, Eva. You picked a great story, right? Not one person that speaks Spanish there, right? That's peculiar. There we are. There we are with a mop right in our chest, right? That's the picture that we're going to give the world. Now here, this part of the movie, I like that this guy was an engineer. You had a minority that was an engineer, which is great. I got to give you props for that one. You had the Allstate guy there. I love the guy. I'm saying minority, educated, engineer. Great job. You did good on that one. But no, we don't have any of those. Right? All we have is janitors. You explained it in the movie. This is what we are. Look. Wife beating, wearing Chuco hat, selling dope. That's it. Nothing else. I don't understand this. Look at it. This is the picture that she's selling us. Us getting chased by cops holding a turntable, wearing a bandana and a wife beater. In one side, she's talking about coming from the bottom and coming up. On the other side, all she does is feed into stereotypes. Right? Feed them stereotypes for Hollywood. Hollywood minority porn is what I call it. In my family, we came up poor. But I hate to tell you, none of us were in a gang or selling dope. My mom is a psychologist for 30 years. My brother is a doctor. He's one of the head people in his own hospital. I have a master's degree in bilingual education. I have a associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree. And no, I did not have to sell dope or go to jail to try to get hired. But somehow Eva never finds those kind of people for her movies. It's nothing but orales. That's a shame. Now you telling me that this is the guy, right? You told me, Eva, that this is his story. Come to find out, Eva, I came out motivated from watching this movie, right? Oh, this guy made it from the bottom up. Okay, cool. If this is the factual story, let's go. I love it. The problem I have, Eva, is that as soon as I type it in, the first thing that pops up is that the story is a lie. That you sold us a fantasy story. And the shorts that you put out in the intro to the movie, you told us it was based on facts. Based on a movie, based on somebody's life. It's a lie, Eva. It's a lie. You knew it. But you weren't going to let truth get in the way of A good story, right? Los Angeles Times came out with a story also, Eva. They told you that the man did not invent Flaming Hot Cheetos. He was not buying all kinds of chiles and, you know what I mean, sitting at the park eating elotes, right? When he found the number to the head of Frito-Lay and called him. Eva, if you're gonna sell me a fantasy, just tell me it's a fantasy. I have no problem with that. But if you're gonna lie about the story, don't come back with things like this. When I met Richard, I remember he was so funny and witty. Blah, 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 blah. I knew immediately that I wanted to put the movie in his point of view, from his perspective. And at the minute we did that, we had a creative liberty to do whatever we wanted. We're in his mind, we're in his heart. No, you're telling a lie. You are lying, you're feeding to stereotypes. He's feeding to stereotypes. He doesn't care. He got the bag. You got the bag, Eva. But once again, you put us in that light. You put us in that light in Disney Plus, Eva. Not as doctors, lawyers, or people that are educated. You put another movie with thieves, drugs, ignorant people that can't fit, they can't think, they can't speak in the correct manner. I hope the money's worth it, Eva. Look, that article had zero effect in the movie we're telling. We always been telling Richard Montañez's story. Richard Montañez is a liar. The thing is that you pitch this story and they love the story, right? But can you add a couple of bullhead guys with tattoos on their neck? That really sells it better. Richard Montañez, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Eva Longoria, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Once again, go into the lowest common denominator to feed stereotypes in Hollywood. Good job, Eva. Good job. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel. All right? Let me know how you feel. And see you soon. Peace.